Hi, everybody, and welcome to Proline Daily, the longest-running sports handicapping show in America, direct from Las Vegas. It is Final Four week, plus plenty of NBA and NHL. The final week of Major League Baseball exhibition. John Cranton's with me today. Hi, John. I'm Dave Cokin. Let's talk about what Jim's doing. This college basketball has been tremendous. 59-38 is the current run.
Yeah, that's right. He was 16-6 with all plays heading into the weekend, and then Sunday, 2-1 with a pair of 3-1 packs online. That's both college and the NBA. Here's how you can get aboard on Monday. You can play the rest of the NBA and college basketball hoops. All that for $79. That's going to include a high roller release, a $500 value going tonight at jimfeist.com. Just call Monday to Jim's offices, 866-546-9467.
Okay, I had a good weekend. The middle of the week wasn't so hot, but the weekend was very good. And I picked up some nice profits. The small tournaments have been sensational for me. The NCAA tournament's been okay overall. Not so great this weekend. Florida hurt me yesterday, but I did win in the smaller tournaments again. Baseball was good over the weekend. Actually won an NBA game. And the NHL, I've got no complaints there. Picked up a nice winner with the Rangers on Friday night at plus money on the road. So, I'm pretty happy with the way things are going right now. And what we're going to do is get you 5 days of plays for $49. That'll be all my plays. Tonight I've got one NBA game, and I've got a Major League Baseball game that goes at about 1 o'clock, so still time to get that in. I could possibly have a night game in Major League Baseball, but waiting on lineups and that stuff. So 5 days, $49 is the total price. And, John, we're even going to kick in the Pros versus Joes reports, and those today feature a couple of significant sharp square splits, which you might not have expected on a day with a short schedule, but that's the case today. So you get all that for $49. The number to call is 855-472-2577. Recapping the weekend in college basketball, obviously we know who the Final Four is. I thought Gonzaga was tremendously impressive. And you could say, well, it was against an 11 seed, and it was, but Xavier wasn't playing like an 11 seed. Florida almost gave away their Elite Eight or their Sweet 16 game, and then just could not hit a shot against that suffocating South Carolina defense yesterday. The Gamecocks were sensational on defense in Florida, 0 for 14 on threes in the second half that absolutely killed them. The other games, well, North Carolina and Kentucky could go either way, but let's call it straight. Kentucky, they let it get away at the end. In 2 straight games now, North Carolina, with big late comebacks. They did it against Arkansas, and they did it against Kentucky. And they're moving on to the Final Four. And the game I'm leaving out is which one? Oregon. Oregon and Kansas. Well, Oregon was the better team throughout. And I thought that Dana Altman did an amazing job with his half-court defensive switches. Kansas was confused basically the entire game and was settling for threes that they should not have been taking. Phenomenal job by the Ducks, and we've got our Final Four, John.
That's right. It'll be in Glendale, Arizona, and it was kind of, I guess you'd call it was a dog day weekend because two of the dogs won straight up, and then depending on what number you got, the dogs were either 2-2 or 1-3 against the spread. But what was so impressive to me was the Oregon. I mean, they played so well for Dana Altman, who's been a successful coach wherever he's been, and they played like a team that just didn't have any pressure on them. They were hitting from long range. This kid, Jordan Bell, really impressed me in the low post. Talking about a guy who did it all. 8 block shots. Imagine that for a team that had lost one of their best middlemen earlier on. And then Kansas, Kansas is a terrific defensive team, but we just didn't see it in that game. They were out of sync at both ends of the court, and I just wonder, was that a game where, everything goes for a talented team, and all of a sudden things suddenly don't go their way, or they're out of sync, and maybe psychologically they think, oh boy, this isn't our night, and they start to press harder and everything. Yeah, but Oregon just didn't seem like they had any pressure on them at all, and boy, were they hitting from long range.
No, and every time Kansas started to put together a little something in that game, Oregon would answer with a 3. The Jayhawks actually, there was one little sequence was like, boy, this could get really interesting. Kansas had knocked it down to 6. And Oregon was, I think, milking clock a little bit. But then they came down and hit a 3, and that was the end of the game at that point. So great job by all those teams, and they move on. Let's hit the NBA. There is a marquee matchup tonight. Cleveland is at San Antonio. And look what's happened in the Eastern Conference. Cleveland has been caught by the Boston Celtics for the number 1 seed. They're tied now. The Cavaliers are not playing well. They've lost 7 of their last 12. They're not covering spreads. They did not play well against Washington over the weekend. And their defense right now is atrocious. They better fix it or they're not going to be defending their title.
It's not just the last couple of games either. This is a 5-7 straight up run, 4-7-1 against the spread. The defense, as you just mentioned, boy, they gave up 127 points at home to Washington, and they was almost 60% shooting. And I think there's more problems than just LeBron James's injured eye, because he was actually terrific. But this defense is really bad and has been for several weeks now. When this team, and it doesn't get any easier here, heading out on the road to play San Antonio, Boston's playing very confident ball. I think that has to be the focus for Cleveland right now, is just getting settled on defense and then going into the playoffs at least with some confidence, because Washington's a difficult matchup for them, as Boston can be, as we saw them win in Cleveland. So they got quite a few problems, Dave, they got to deal with.
Yeah, interesting to note, however, that a little sharp money has showed on the Cavaliers this morning. The public is on the San Antonio side of this game, but if we look at let me punch up the basketball. Well, actually, I take that back. It's actually going up. I misread that. It's going from 4.5 to 5. That, I think, would be classified as mostly public money. That line had actually come down a little bit and has gone back up in the last, I guess, half an hour or hour. So it's going to 5 now on San Antonio. There are a couple of sharp moves in the NBA today. Those are on my Pros versus Joes report. But that's certainly the big game tonight, and we'll see what happens. This is a big game for the Spurs, obviously, as they want to get a little revenge in for the loss they suffered at Cleveland earlier in the season. And it could be fun tonight. It's certainly an NBA game, and I don't watch a lot of NBA because I prefer to watch other stuff, hockey primarily. But I probably will be watching this game. Speaking of the NHL, we're seeing a lot of people, and this is an interesting game today because the Blackhawks coming off a disastrous performance. They got beat 7-0 in their last game. Just an unbelievable performance by the Blackhawks. And a lot of people are climbing on Chicago's bandwagon tonight, John, as they head to Tampa Bay. But the money in this game, this is interesting. This is what you would call Pros versus Joes information. The money in this game has gone the other way. The Blackhawks will use, looks like roughly 125 was the opening number here, give or take a few pennies, with Chicago favored on the road. And now we're seeing the Lightning at minus 110. So the sharp money is on Tampa Bay tonight. It's not a game I'm getting involved in, but this is clearly a sharp square split with the public all over the Blackhawks, and the wise guys, if you want to call them that, would be on the Tampa Bay side. The right price is gone, obviously, if you wanted to take advantage of the value, but I can tell you that this would fit into the Pros versus Joes category, and those plays have been doing quite well.
Yeah, that's a game that we actually put up as a play online, and we leaned toward where the shops are going there with Tampa Bay for a couple of reasons, because when Chicago, when they get blown out like they did, they're not good in those bounce back situations. 1-6 after giving up that many goals. It's a tough road trip that they're on here. Tampa Bay's got talent despite all their injuries, and they're home here and playing well. But Tampa Bay is rested, unlike Chicago, when they're playing on 2 days or more rest. They're 39-19 in that situation.
Good.
And Chicago has lost 6 of 8 here at Tampa Bay. So I can understand, but that's an interesting split that is going on.
Yeah. And again, we mentioned there's one in the NBA tonight as well. Not much happening in the college basketball game. This line's bounced back and forth. Wyoming and Coastal Carolina are meeting in the CBI tournament, one of the lesser tournaments, and I've been doing extremely well with the smaller tournaments, I'm happy to say. Unfortunately, I didn't come up with a side in tonight's game, and as far as line movement's concerned, the game opened pick'em. It went to Coastal Carolina, won at most places. As of yesterday, it went back the other way, and Wyoming is now mostly a 1-point favorite. Not really sure where it's going to finish up. Looks like split action on the game, and I didn't come up with a side on it. So I'll be staying out of that one, unfortunately, because I do like playing the smaller tournaments. And I've had a tremendous run of those in this postseason. I think that's it. It's a short schedule today, John. But again, we urge people to take advantage of the offers. Mine, again, is 40. Oh, and we want to get the free play numbers out there, too. If you want to get free plays every day on a recorded message, call 888-294-1970.
Yep, and you can follow Jim Feist each day on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Jim Feist Sports. And if you want to get other free plays right to your cell phone via text, just text GAME to 25827, and it's free.
All right, and again, my offer, $49 for 5 full days of my plays. That includes the Pros versus Joes reports, includes both plays that I've got tonight. And all you need to do is make one phone call, and you'll be set to go. 855-472-2577. And Jim's got a great offer as well.
That's right. It's Monday's special. You play the rest of the NBA regular season and college tournament action, all for $79. That's going to include a $500 high roller release going tonight. Just call Jim's offices Monday, 866-546-9467.
All right. When's our next podcast, John? Are we doing one tomorrow?
We can do one tomorrow, yep.
That's the next one, guys. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on Tuesday with another edition of Proline Daily.